Welcome to Monza, where the crowd are ready for today's action. And we hope you're ready to see the world's best drivers fighting it out for that #1 spot. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in F1. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome along to Formula 4 Racing. My host, See Me Skate, or my main man, See Me Skate, has just gone to get his morning coffee, so you're left with the delights of hello there, Howsy. Howsy for short. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. We are in Italy for the race today, round 17, and we are at the beautiful, historic Monza. We've got cars out on track, and the first one to blink was the main man, Mr. Pills, so we are on board with him, and Pills is just about to open his first lap. You boys in the chat, got Mr. All Shot Down, and good luck tonight everyone. DJ saying evening, DJ! Graphics God, the main man himself, is in the chat too. Second son, Callum. Who else we got on there? Energetics. A few of the lads already in the chat, getting this one going. Brilliant race we had earlier on in the Australian division. Highly recommend going back and watching that. Anyone that hasn't seen it, it was a fantastic race. Some really good battles all the way through the field, all race long. Definitely worth a watch. Hopefully we'll be getting the same here. Obviously last season, the Euro side, they did put on a brilliant show for us. Cast your memories back, it was that final lap, final turn drama that we had, and Denge getting the puncher, collecting P's ended up in the pit lane, and me making silly sound effects as well as and Denge too. So they're out there somewhere, check them out, have a good laugh on our expense. So Pills then going to open up his time here then. First lap on the board, a 1:20.1 for Pills. Got his teammate, I think it's Nico, behind him here. Get him as he crosses the line, it is Nico. A 1:21.343 for Nico. We've got Kaiser just starting to open his lap up. Now you'll see, still seeing Pills, but... And Denge about to set a time. And Denge across the line there, my boy. 1:20.531. Very handy here last year he was. The race was his, to be fair. So Kaiser then popping in a 1:22. Who Droftus, the new Portanian, on the mediums, a 28.2. Just a sight of that, that is. All shot down. Completely forgot that happened. Yeah, that definitely happened. I haven't forgot it. It was an epic race with an epic ending and some great sound effects to go along with it. Plenty of the lads getting their times on the board now. Bannister and Curtis both with laps there. A 1:21.8 for Bannister, a 1:20.8 for Curtis. There's traffic on the lap for a couple of lads here, just down into turn 1. Sort it out, they've got plenty of time to do it on the lap. Most of them on out laps at this point in time. Watching Kaiser myself here. He's up on his time as Pills boxes then. Kaiser improves his time to 21.1. Sam Newton then, the debutant last week, into 5th place with his first lap time at 1:21.0. Good lap time from him. Mikey G set his lap as well, 1:23.0. And then thick and fast there. Curtis has retired from the session. Where is Curtis? Where is Curtis? Is that turn 1? Catch it quick enough. Can't see his car. Director. Quickly, for you guys. That must have been just retired in the pit lane for Curtis. No incident. Callum saying nice retire on track there. Where is Curtis? Yeah, it must be in the pit lane. He's got obviously time on the board. Interesting. Got a debutant tonight in the form of Whiskey Jack. You can see there in our beautiful reserve livery, along with Chewy Racing, our regular reserve. Yep, turn 1, turn 2. Callum saying for Curtis, that's exactly what I thought it was. So yeah, going back to the reserves then, Whiskey Jack, debutant tonight in the league. Interesting to see how he gets on. We've got Chewy Racing, our regular, and Tom Go. Did a great job last time out. Tom Go, so he's back in the seat this time. Watching DJ then. DJ! He validated this lap as DJ. No, him and Peas are having dinner, all shot down. Whiskey Jack then opens his lap times up with a 1:21.8. First lap here with us in Formula 4. Gets himself T11 for a moment. Go the boys now. About to start their laps. Up in a minute. Ooh, Tom goes round and he's out. Tom go then through the Ascaris on the exit. Tom Grover's lost it. We take no further part in this qualifying session. Commentator's curse out. I'm sorry, Tom. I did just give you a little bit of a big up. A few moments previous. You can blame me for that one. Waiting on laps then from the extremist. Callum Tyler both on out laps at the moment. Just Mikey who's on a lap here. And Energetics also on an out lap. So just Mikey, the one that we're going to watch for a second here. Yet to set a lap time. Just concentrating on these guys. Yet to set a lap time. And Curtis in the chat there with an explanation. He had to answer his door. There's the explanation. We'll see what just Mikey's got then. Here, Cadbury's boy. Opening that for him. Obviously, no update from the weather side of things from the lads yet. So we're just going to presume dry at the moment. Just Mikey then. Got his time on the way. So it should be Callum or the Extremist. Let me see who's furthest along or Energetics. It is Energetics. Just rounding the second Lesmo, then Energetics. T-Load Spice. Flat out down this back straight. Under the bridge and into the fast chicane of the Ascaris. Oh, he's caught too much curb. And Danger's retired from this session as well. I think Danger's crashed on the way into Lesmo's. Energetics has had a mistake here on the way out. So we'll flip to the Extremist, I think it is. Is the Extremist. We'll flip to the Extremist, here we go. Team Cat then. Down into the final corner, turns 11, the Parabolica. Different lines you'll see here tonight. I'm sure various drivers take a different line through that one. 14th then for the Extremist. It must be now Callum. Yet to set a lap time is the second son. Team Texaco driver. Cuts this line short. And goes 16th. The 1:22.2 gets immediately put down. 17th. That's the opening round really done. Currently in the drop zone, we've got the extremist Callum Tyler, Bloom Energetics, and Pomgo, who we've unfortunately lost from this session, and Denge we've also lost from this session. We're looking at other laps at the point, so I'll just double check. Yep, indeed we have. Terminal damage for Andenge, so Andenge's really out of sorts lately. I'm going to have to say it. I'm sorry, Denji boy. But really out of sorts. So he's going to need to go from somewhere near the back. Extremist is around, on track. Currently in the drop zone. Get any damage from that he did. Taking his nose off, so not good for the extremist. He's got plenty of time though. He's got 7 minutes on the board, so plenty of time for a splash and dash. Is Callum on another one here? Energetics actually on one here, as you're seeing on the screen, but I think he's a bit down on his time. Proves though to a 21.7, so I'm not sure what the split sector was talking about there. I think it is Callum then. Across the line, he improves to 21.6 for Callum. We've got the, we could have a, I'll tell you what, if you can switch skate. Can you go on board with Whiskey please, son? We'll have a lap on board with the debutantes. Yep, we can have an audio lap. Ladies and gentlemen, then, a lap with the debutant in Whiskey. I'm going to get you to turn up your volumes up and enjoy this one. Ladies and gentlemen, a lap of the Monza circuit, courtesy of Whiskey Jack. He popped himself up into 12th place there, 121.5 from the debutant, behind the other reserve of Chewy at this moment in time. I don't think there's anybody else out there near the line on lap times here. Next one, Mikey G, I think is the first one on a lap here. Quite far down the order in terms of cars on the track, but I think it is Mikey G. Currently sitting 10th, 21.3. Loftus happy with his lap, the new Portalium retiring in the pits. Time for a little brew before Q2. Sloppy boy in the chat now, Slopp's in there too. So, quick update then. Completely dry for quali and the race, apparently. DJ saying it's going to snow. That would be something. To be fair, I wouldn't mind a bit of snow. Actually, that'd be an event, wouldn't it? Mikey G then invalidated his lap. All good. We've got. So let's pick up who's next then. Who is next? Not Bloom. Bloom's on his out lap. It's Extremist, yep, his teammate. Extremist currently in the drop zone then. We've got about 3 minutes to go. So we're going to focus on this drop zone. About that time. Bannister out on the track too, just starting his lap I believe. Here we are then. On board with Extremist into the Scaries. Be careful of these curbs here. He takes a nice wide berth for those curbs. You probably see a few drivers being cautious there. That is because of the apex curbs. Unsettle the car so much and cause you to spin. Bloom's got some cheerleaders in the chat. All shot down saying, come on Bloom, but all shot, you've got it wrong. It's Bloom. The fairy godmother of Formula 4 will be, there we go, that's better, Droftus. Come on Bloom. Nice job. The extremist then himself up to 6th place with that lap, a 1:20.922. Let's go further back then. It's Bannister. No, it is Energetics here. Energetics about to take the line then. That'll be Bannister after him. So can Energetics get himself out? He does. The 1:21.07. Yep. Bannister then exiting Parabolica. He's down on his time if you believe the split from Cody's. It does improve, but stays in that drop zone at 1:21.6 for him. Bloom is the next one then. Come on. Everybody singing your praises in the chat, Bloom. Don't let them down. Can't go out of 19th though. It stays 19th. Did go quicker. So let's have a look. Just Mikey in the drop zone now then. He's on an out lap at the moment. Bannister going again by the looks of it. Callum on his out lap. Bloom going again here. Bannister's retired from the session. Where's Bannister? Bannister into turn 5. No. No. Lost Bannister, so it's just Mikey. Callum and Bloom here. Bloom is furthest, so we'll watch Bloom start. Gate flips back to Bloom for us. You can see his closing of the lap. Was up in sector 1. Oh, he's had to lift there though. Real shaky. Yeah, it's game being very, very lenient with its track limits on the exit of turn 10 there. Getting away with it, but it's not gonna help him. Bloomster in his quest for the lap time, and he's boxing that one. So it's just Mikey coming down the back straight. It's just Mikey. Currently 16th. Can he improve? Such a beautiful livery. I love this Cadbury's livery. Just Mikey then gets himself out into 13th place. Whiskey Jack then forced into the drop zone. So we've got Callum Tyler on his lap here. Callum can change this. I think he's the only one left on a lap that can do anything about it, and he's just about level pegging through sector 1 with his previous time for 21.6. We will lose Tom Go, we will lose Bannister, we are going to lose Whiskey Jack. We've lost Andenge anyway, we won't take further part. And Callum get himself out of the drop zone here. About 4 tenths up through the second sector. 1.2. Not going to beat Andenge's time, I don't think. Enters Parabolica then, drops it down to 5th. Nice and easy on the power, taking quite a wide line. As I said, you will see some different lines, cuts it back tight. Full throttle, and Callum gets himself out at 1:21.294. Great job from Callum then. Pushes Chewy into the drop zone, so we're going to lose all the reserves here in this session. Unfortunate for them, but the race is long. Anything can happen. So we drop zone then. The screen will flick over. Give you a proper rundown here as we move forward into the Q2 session. So we'll just flick to the bottom just so that you can see. And then crashing then in Q1. He's out of this, will play no further part in Q2, so we'll only be 14 going in Q2. We've lost 4MULA4Racing, who will start in 16th place. Whiskey Jack, the debutant then, he'll start in 17th. The Bannister, he'll start from 18th. We've got Bloom in 19th, and Tom Go in 20th. Move through into the Q2 session then. And as we do, I think I'm hearing the commentary door open behind me and a breeze of fresh air coming in. It is none other than the legend, See Me Skate. How are you, fella?
Yeah, good mate, good mate. How are you? Good morning, good evening, viewers, and good to be with you for this one. I am here,
Love
and
it.
we thank you, Droftas, for that very beautiful wake-up call. Very much appreciated, my friend. I was here, I was in the background, I was getting some coffee, and there is Mikey G, Bloom, out of quali. And I think it is Mr. Monday in the chat saying, I'll tell you what, Bloomy, we're looking for a driver of the day from you, he reckons. So, the gauntlet has been thrown down. And looking forward to this one. Monza, Italy. What a cracking race we had in the Aussie division. Arguably one of the best races of the season there, how's I? And we are here in a Q2. And who is first to blink? I'm seeing some action in the pit lane. And there is the new Portonian, but it might be Kaiser.
Kaiser, here's Kaiser.
beat his pot one compatriot. And yes, Slothy boy, I am alive. I just took a while to light the coal fire this morning, Slothy. As you know, there's plenty of trees here around Monza, those Slothy, and I'm sure you feel right at home, my friend. We're looking forward for this one. Got DJ Death Dragon there as well, and well, there's one thing I have noticed that DJ hasn't. Whoa, wee! Kaiser gets... Kaiser getting turn 3 and 4 all wrong there, Housey. And, excuse me, turn 4 and 5, I should say. And, well, there you go. Second Lesmo now, albeit an outlap, but I'll tell you what, mate, if that had been the real thing, it would have been game over. Bad Peso, he's in the chat. And I've got to fix that knife one, yes. It's just, it's being a bit funny at the moment. It's being a bit pedantic. And I'll get that one all sorted. But Bad Peso, good to see you, mate. And, well, it's been quite a while. We are here at Formula 4 Racing, the European / UK division. And I just call it the UK division these days. We do call it the European division. There's a boys all around the world here. And, well, we're looking forward to this one. Kaiserhoff about to get us underway anyway. The Rothmans driver. And looking forward to seeing what he's got here. He's had some good form of late, though, Housey. His pace has been right up there. It's been real impressive to see. And, well, I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what, looking for a great result from this lad. And I did hear you say that with the Cadbury livery, you're a massive, massive fan of it. And, well, we all are there, how's I? And the one that really, we must touch on it, well, obviously that Rothmans livery. How good is it? It looks very, very good. The Cadbury livery looks very, very good. But I tell you what, though, mate, the one that has really, really grown on me is the Oily Boys, the Texaco lads. And yes, I'm loving that car. Oh, wowee, Kaiserhoff flirting with track limits here, Housey. He's right on the raggedy edge.
Yep, obviously this is the silly session, just
Yes,
before we get too carried away.
Yes.
So he has got the soft tyres fitted, so who knows what he's going to do at the line. He has got Nico just a bit behind him. He's gone a medium, so he's definitely going for it.
Whoa.
Yep,
Kaiser really loose there. Sorry, Housey. Kaiser really loose on the second part of the Ascari chicane. And I tell you what, mate, who's very, very close to a big whoopsie.
Droftus doing the same. Had a flick back, caught Droftus sideways through the exit.
So the boys really flirting with the limits here, Housey. I think it might be yes, you are spot on. It is Droftus that is next. Nico said a 22.2. But here comes the new Portonian with a 20.9. Pillars will be next. And he crosses the line now. He says a 20.7. Jesus, Pillars. He's back with a bang with the race winner last week. Yes, they're Bad Peso getting all loosey-goosey, as our good old mate Dan Ricciardo says in the good old US of A. And I'll tell you what, we are riding on board with DJ Death Dragon. Now this guy here, he's got some pace as well. The Monaco hero is what he was last season. And well, there we go. So DJ Death Dragon slows right up. Isn't he? Yeah, absolutely.
He's going to keep that crown.
Absolutely.
So Sam Newton on a lap here on the mediums, just about to take the line. Debutant last week, goes into fourth on the medium, 121.7. Nice lap from him. We've got Kaiser out there again. He's about level pegging with his time at the moment, just coming down the back straight into the parabolica.
I have a question.
Yep, question.
Where the hell is Xerxes?
Xerxes is having dinner with peas.
What? They're not here.
They're not here.
Okay.
And exactly. There you go. Stunned silence, as I was when I saw.
Wow, he's in the chat. He's typing all that sorts of rubbish, and he's not racing. No, I didn't think it was effective immediately there, though, my friend. There you go, Xerxes. Well, there you go. He's made the decision. Oof. Okay. Game on.
Game on. But yeah, big one. P's not here either.
So I'll tell you what.
But P's
is not here. Pillars will be licking his chops. Literally licking his chops. This is what the doctor has ordered for Pillars. I'll tell you what, though, with only 6 rounds after this one remaining, 7 rounds remaining after this one for these boys. Ooh, it's anyone's game. Piece missing. Pillars needs to maximise here, Housey. And I'll tell you what, mate, this championship is starting to come alive. It really, really is. We've got Cal Tyler out there on track, the Texaco lad. He does love a bit of a chat, does good old Cal. Get him in after the race, of course, when we're all off air, Housey. And he just tends to fill us with his wisdom.
Well, he just tended to shout at me a lot last week, to be honest, but
even though it was very not impressed.
He was still shouting at me.
He was very not impressed, the second son, with your stats last week.
And I do need to deal with this issue. I do need to deal with this issue tonight. So, well, sod it. We're here now. Let's do it.
Oh,
so, Callum Tyler, last week, I upset Callum by saying that he hadn't finished a race without a penalty, and it got me a bit worked up. But I do have to apologise because I rechecked the stats. Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah, I rechecked the stats. So I owe Callum an apology because last week I said he hadn't finished a race without a penalty. This fact is in fact true. The only part of it which isn't true is the fact that I said he was the only driver in this division not to finish without a penalty, and that wasn't the case. Because
he was so not happy.
Energetics and Sam Newton have not done it as well. There's also Johnny M4, Ty Star, Milligains, and Tactical from the Australian side.
You're trying to make
8 drivers in total.
There you go, Callum. That's Housey putting his arm around you there, mate.
That's the best apology you're going to get from me.
Absolutely stunning stuff from you there, mate. And Billy entered the chat. Oh, I think he's worried about the comms curse. But no, Billy, no, Billy. You got this one covered, my friend. As well, not quite. It's not in the bag, but he's not here. He's not here. And holy moly, he's not here. I speak of Pease. Pease is not here. Xerxes has hung up the gloves and the helmet. And, Mikey G out on track. Lesmo 1, there it is. Lesmo 2. And there it is there. Well, I'll tell you what, though, how's I? Oh, maybe it might be a good thing. Might be not a good thing, but at some point during the season, we could bit of a reach out to Xerxes and get him in as maybe a Ted Kravitz. What do you think there, mate? We'll get him doing. We've got to get him doing something during the race. Jesus, if he's not racing, he's working.
Yeah, we could have him as our little pit lane reporter.
Yeah, we could get him in his shorts.
yeah, and his fucking sandals with his socks.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, I do apologise, folks. We're going to sharpen up here. There you go, Mikey G with a 1 minute 20.8. Fantastic from him. Just Mikey getting himself underway. The extremist out there in the pit lane still. We've got the chiropractor still in the box. And DJ Death Dragon having another go at it. Slobby Boy quite comfortable with a 1 minute 20.3. He will be safe. That is a cracking lap. And, completely almost opposite to what he said just before. I dare say, Bad Peso is in the chat. And, Bad Peso will be cheering on his, little Irish mate there. And, there you go. DJ Death Dragon is another one that Bad Peso might be cheering for. And, there you go. DJ Death Dragon, he's in some great form, this lad. He's, he's almost at the next level, isn't he, though, there, Housey? He's really pushing to sort of, he's there and thereabouts on the verge of a pot 1 berth. But, regarding his speed, of course.
Yeah, this season I found him the Andenge of last season, to be honest with you.
And I'll tell you, I heard you
He's
say
been
something
a bit
about
of the
Andenge
Andenge.
before, and
Yeah.
well, Andenge's form of late has
He's
not
out.
been great.
It has not, no, and again, out this session here, and obviously I touched on earlier, the fact that he was basically going to win this race last year until he got to the last corner.
Oh,
So,
let's
Andenge,
touch on that, Housey. Let's just touch on that.
I did touch on it.
Oh my God, what a cracker. Now, folks, if you have not seen it, just go to our, just go to our Twitter and just have a look in media. It'll all be there with the videos and everything that we post, of course. And, well, it's going back a little while ago, but there is a cracking video there from Monza last season. And, well, courtesy of the graphics god himself. But, well, it is an absolute cracker. It will make you laugh, and it is a very, very good race. Well, I'll tell you what, has Droftas actually come down from Cloud 9 from that result? I'll tell you what a cracking result from the new Portonian. Not going to give too much away. Well, it was last season. We'll give it away. Bloody hope we will. Come from P3, P4 or whatever it was on the last lap, on the last corner, and Denge gets a puncher. And yeah, sure you did it.
Hits his
sure
teammate. Hits his teammate of D's. Pushes his teammate into the pit lane. Got me shouted at him, "What are you doing?" He shouted himself, going, "No, you got a puncher."
Yeah, well, check the interview.
Droftas going, "See you later."
Well, there's Droftas. Check the interview. Yeah, he wasn't bothered. Well, Droftas could finish first. He could finish 20th. You could have an interview with him. If he finished 20th, or if he finished first, you would know no different. Droftas just, yep, thanks.
That was all right.
He goes, yeah, thanks.
That was all right.
Yeah, righto, mate. Yeah,
Right,
give us something. Thanks,
Right,
bud. This ain't TV. This is almost radio. We're not looking at you, brother. Anyway, Energetic's out there on track. And, well, in the drop zone. Let's sharpen up, Housey. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this session. We're coming down to the extreme part of it. Of course, yes, we're going to lose from P11 through to 14, of course, and the top 10 will survive.
Nico, yeah.
Well, I've missed
Nico
Nico, but
out
there you go.
121.2 on the soft tire.
Excuse me. So we're just on board with Energetics. Whoa, Energetics very greedy on the second entry of Lesmo 2. And, well, he just about got away with that there, Housey. We're going to see what he's like at the second sector. It's a 23.479. Currently 3 seconds up on his previous best, but his previous best is a 24.5. So, well, if you're seeing that's a 21.4-ish, that puts him in the realms of Sam Newton, Nico Rosberg type places. And, well, let's just see if Energetics can survive. I'm expecting him to. He does like this track. He's got some speed as Energetics. And let's just see how he goes. I'm expecting him to get out of this session here, Housey. It is at 20.5. Very good, Energetics. Yes, son. P3, he's here, he's turned up today, and it'll be the chiropractor who is next. He's gone wide. Chiropractor would have lost him time there, Housey. He's taken the shortest run to the line. It's a 20.8. P7 drops Kaiserhoff in the drop zone, who has just made an appearance out on track.
Pills will be next. A quick lap at the moment. Here's our Pills. There we go. On the soft tyre though, a 19.8.
He's on it. Pills has turned up.
19. We've waited, well, I think we waited to Q3 if my memory serves me right, till we got into the 19s in the Australian side. About that time as well, I'm sure it was from Deasy.
Yeah, it was a 19 point. It was a 19 point. I did write it down. It was a 19.864. There you go. Pillars has beaten it. He's already beaten it in the Q2 session, and well, he's beaten it by 8 thousandths of a second at this stage, though, Housey.
Yeah, Q1 still to go. So we've got Kaiser on his lap here in the drop zone at the moment. It's currently sat on a 21.8 as the soft tyres fitted. So interesting, actually, most of the boys out there with softs or doing the fast laps on softs here. So maybe they've ganged up and thought, right, we're going to catch these comms boys out tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, they don't have to worry about us though, Housey. We're not the ones on track, and I'm sure if we were on track, they'd be worrying about us. But no, mate, no. We're not on the grid. They've got to worry about the boys on the grid. And, well, they need a good showing. A great team. All the teams are great teams. We're not going to single out anyone like that. There you go, Kaiser. The 20.9 throws himself up into P8. The extremist out there on a lap in the drop zone. That's where we're going to focus, though, Housey. I think Ramsell has slowed right up. Yes, he most certainly has. So we're going to stick with the extremist. He's out there on track, and we're going to quickly flick to Callum Tyler, just like Sam Newton. What's he doing out there? And well, he's just beginning a lap. So we're going to stick with the extremist, who's just going through Ascari now. And mind you, Howseye, purpling it. So there you go.
Yep, let's hope we can keep this to the line then. The extremist, again, another driver who's really picked up his form, I think, this season. Definitely more consistent, definitely faster as well, I would say. To be honest with you, doing a stunning job at the moment. Let me just check my...
Oh, the extremist improves, but doesn't get out of the drop zone. Stays, well, goes P11, and with a 121.6. Sam Newton out there as well. Kaiser, is he going again? He certainly is going again. He's up by 1/10 and a half on his previous best time there, Housey. And, well, might throw him up into the realms of where Mikey G is, excuse me. He's coming through Parabolica now. Oh, it's a bit of a muddled line, but he's straightened that one out. And the shortest run to the line is that line right up against the pit wall. Across the line at 20.5, P5 for the Kaiser. Ramsell out there on track as well, but thank you very much. As I flick to Sam Newton, because he's in the drop zone. And, well, there you go. Sam Newton does improve. P8, he's got out for now. He's out for now. We've got Callum Tyler and Just Mikey's about to cross the line.
Mikey, sorry. Last laps then for these boys. So can Just Mikey do anything? He can only move himself up to 12 for 21.6. Back to Callum. Callum exiting Parabolica now. The second son. Come on. Can he get out? He does so.
He does.
7th for Callum. Great lap. Great lap. So he pushes Curtis out of the drop zone. Into the drop zone, sorry. Curtis then on the medium, the only one to actually really go on the medium now, I do believe.
And
double check it.
And retired early doors. Did he retire in the garage? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, early doors, yeah. So lost Nico as well. Sure, Nico retired in the pits as well. Let me just double check. Yeah. Nothing in the race director. So that's Q2 done, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move to the session now where the gloves come off, and wowee, this is going to be hot stuff this session. We'll wait for the timing screens to pop up and give you a rundown of the drop zone then. So Q2 done. We have lost Curtis. He will start best of the rest in 11th. Nico Rosberg, he'll start 12th. Just Mikey, he'll start 13th, and the extremist, who will start 14th. The whole of the top 10, as you can see there, on the soft tyres for the start of the Grand Prix.
Absolutely.
1 second covered the top 10 there in that session. Cracking stuff, lads. Cracking stuff.
I'll tell you what, all 4 Texaco boys in a Q3, as Slothy Boy has just touched on. And yes, I'll tell you what, Housey, this European Texaco team, I'll tell you what, mate, arguably the sleeper of the European side, of course.
Yeah, like delivery, really.
Well, absolutely. They're doing a stunning job, an absolute stunning job. All drivers involved, and if I'm not mistaken, on top of their championship in the UK side. And, well, that's saying something in itself. And, well, there you go. So, doing a stellar job are the Texaco boys. They've got 4 drivers in this Q3 session. So, just shy of 50% of the top 10 Texaco make up. Wowee. I'm sure, well, the other teams will be looking at that going, Jesus, is there anything we can do to stop these Texaco boys?
I'll tell you what. I'll touch on here because obviously Texaco, we'll just give you a quick rundown of the championship. And Texaco lead the way 698, P2 is Cat on 676, P3 is Rothmans with 647, P4 is Cadbury's on 538, P5 is Old Spice on 535. The joint constructors, and this is what I wanted to touch on here briefly, Cat lead the way on 1386. They are a little bit out of touching distance, but the battle for P2 to P5 in the joint constructors, that's both sides of the division. There's 26 points that covers P2 to P5. Texaco, with their great form as of late in this league, got themselves up into P2. They sit on 1,082 points. Cadbury's are currently in P3 on 1,080, but they do have a bit of a points deduction coming their way, I do believe, after an incident we saw in the Australian side. That's really going to hurt them, and that's what I wanted to touch on here. The value of sticking with this, no matter what happens in the race. Drivers need to stick with this because they're affecting their teams if they do anything stupid or quit, as we saw earlier on in the Australian side. A teammate's not going to be. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be happy, son. I'm telling you that, Skate. If I was Team Cadbury's here in this Euro division, or even in the Australian Boys, I wouldn't be happy with my teammate bailing earlier. I'll tell you that. And it's cost them in this joint championship.
It has cost them.
It's cost them. It's going to cost them.
Absolutely there, mate.
So,
and, well, we see it from some drivers from time to time, but the stewards do go whack.
They do.
And the stewards do whack the team as well. As we've got Junior in the chat as well. G'day, mate. I hope you're well. And Junior is there. He's not racing at the moment, and he's robbed us of the father-son battle. So, I'll tell you what, how's he...
No,
he's robbed us.
Not racing.
He's
not racing.
He's robbed us. He's robbed us. He's in the naughty corner. He's robbed us. He's in the naughty corner. Face the wall there, Junior, and count to 5,000, and then get back to me, mate. And only joking. We've got Sam Newton out on track. First one to blink. Gonna see it all light up purple, and well, of course, the first one to blink. Excuse me. So he's just going through a scurry now, and he's got that long run to qualify. Excuse me, to the Parabolica, and well, let's just see what Sam Newton can do. He has impressed last week. Last week he did not finish, I don't think, but he's got some speed. He's just caught up in an unfortunate incident he was, and well, he's taken the shortest run to the line. He's at a 21.3, and well, there you go. Pillar's out there on track. He will be next, and he's about to cross the line any second now here, Housey. And he sets a 1 minute 19.
Wow.
He's on it. Droftas has invalidated, excuse me. I am Sloth. There he is there, coming around the Parabolica. And, well, he's just about to set his first, live lap. And it's very slow. It is a 1 minute 22.8. He can go way quicker than that. Mikey G had invalidated that run. Kaiserhoff will be next. And there you go, Housey. P2 with a 120.5.
Yep, we missed Ramsell's lap of a 20.5 as well, so... Right, we're having a look at the new Portonian then. Droftus coming into the Lesmos. Lesmo 1, Lesmo 2. Oh, fast approaching. Nice exit from Droftus here. This is the DRS zone here. Going to get the letterbox rear wing. Open nice and wide. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him. Far enough out the way to not affect him. How's he through the Ascaris? Nice. Through the Ascaris. A little wide on the exit. The game's let him get away with it. Just about on the limit there, I would say. Although, as we touched on, it's been a little bit lenient, we feel, in the commentary box with its track limits. On the exit of turn 10 there. So, dropped us through turn 11. Parabolica squares this corner off. Shortest run to the line. So 120.215 for Droftus. Mikey G on his lap as well here. He'll be the next one to cross the line with Mikey G. Mikey G goes fifth, a 120.761. Bad lap time from Mikey then. So 3 yet to set a lap time here. Callum, DJ, Energetics all still in the box. The rest of the boys all on in laps here. Or should be. Kaiser is up though. Interesting to see if Kaiser will take this one to the flag. A look at Mikey G. I'm just having a flick back to see if Mikey G was also going to go again. No, he's definitely backed out of it. Oh, Kaiser's got it all wrong. Through turns 4 and 5 there. So if he was going to send it, he's now not sending it. For sure. Sloppy Boy's still looking like he's going quite fast here. Guess he's just in a rush to get back to the pits to
I think he's in a rush to get back to the pits there, Housey. He has got his fuel light absolutely screaming at him. He's not going to set this lap. He will definitely go back to the garage. A bit of a splash and dash for Slothy Boy. And a bit of a reset for the lad as they push towards the end of this Q3 session. Now, well, we've got a second. Count to 5. Junior says, count to 5, question mark. I've counted to 5,000. Well, you were meant to count to 5,000, and I never said 5. Well, the lad's listening skills are right up to par, as, well, Sloppy Boy does set the lap. It's a 19.9, excuse me, P2. And, well, we just caught me off guard there a little bit. I do apologise there, Sloth. DJ Deathdragon out there on track at the moment. And, excuse me, folks, while I choke on my morning coffee, as yes, Callum Tyler, as, well, we've got Ashley Armstrong, #1. And, well, welcome to the stream. You're follower number 273. And, well, I'll tell you what, this is Formula 4 Racing, the European division. And we are currently watching DJ Deathdragon prep his car for a final push lap here at Monza, Italy. And, well, very much welcome to the stream. So here we go, DJ Deathdragon setting himself up. As we will touch on what I was touching on just before, ever so briefly. Well, we were robbed of a father-son battle. There he is there, Mini Ramsell, a.k.a. Junior. And I'll tell you what there, Housey, I don't know if you've seen though, mate. I've put the hard word on Mr. Chasey Dane, who's the only chance I have to call a father-son in the Aussie division, of course. And, well, there might be a Mini Dane arriving in the server very shortly. I'm looking forward to it, mate. I am so looking forward to it. It really am. But anyway, let's push on because DJ has set the tracker light. And, well, he's purpled that first sector. Absolutely stunning through there, DJ. Lesmo 1 is where he's at. Lesmo 2 approaching. And, well, you can be so greedy on entry here. Be careful on exit because you don't want to run wide. And he's done that beautifully as DJ Deathdragon. And, well, he's approaching the end of the second sector. Let's just see what this is like. Let's see what it's like. Purple again. He's on it. DJ is on one here, Housey. We're going to pick this one up. He's just gone through Ascari. And he's on that long, long run down to Parabolica. And let's just see what DJ Deathdragon can do in that beautiful Texaco livery. Absolutely loving this one. And I love how it shimmies in the light. But anyway, enough about shimmying because here comes DJ through the Parabolica, the shortest run to the line. What's he got? It's a 20.2 P4.
Yep, great lap time there from DJ. Energetics just starting his lap then. Ahead of him, but he was a little wide coming out of turn 2. Energetics might have compromised his lap already. Yet to set a lap time from the first run. So leaving it to the last minute is Energetics, as is Callum Tyler. Energetics not with the opening stint you want in that first sector, although he has purpled it. If you believe the checkpoint markers and the sector markers, he's purpled up his first sector. Through the Lesmos then, with Energetics. He's pushed the boundaries a bit more on that entry apex of turn 7. Down the back straight then, DRS wide open. Let's see how he tackles Ascari. Chicane here.
He's wide.
Not very great. Yeah.
Well,
a little bit there.
How generous is this game being? We saw it in the Aussie division. But just the second part of Lesmo, people getting it wrong, drivers getting it wrong. And the game says you can have it. And, well, being very lenient on track limits here at Monza. But here comes Energetics. What's he got in his bag here, Housey? Because he's about to cross the line. I reckon he's got more in the tank than that. It's a 22.7. P9 at the moment. Sam Newton has made another appearance out on track. Mikey G, your boy there, Housey. He's becoming your boy, isn't he? Mikey G, the way you say that. Yeah, and P7 at the moment is Mikey. And, well, the Welshman has got the livery sorted. Fantastic to see. And he did that last week. We do appreciate that, Mikey G. And, well, have a look at the lad. He's absolutely on one here. Who else is out there on track? He's dropped us. What's he doing? He's starting another lap. DJ's going again. I'm trying to pick it up. So I'll just stay with Mikey G here. Oh, he's invalidated. Right at the cusp of the second part of Ascari. And, well, there you go. Pillars for pole. Pillars for pole is what they're saying out there. And that is, well, that is Sloth.
And
Denge, my bad. That is Denge. And, well, Denge is maybe looking, I know Denge loves a driver interview, Housey. Maybe.
Well, we haven't spoken for so long.
We haven't spoken to him for ages, and it's been so long, and I know he misses us, so we miss him. And, well, maybe he's looking out for a driver of the day, but yes, you are spot on, Housey. Energetics is absolutely sending it. Now, this guy, what's he got? 20 points. Very good Energetics. The two Dutchmen nose to stern on the grid. DJ, here's him.
Oh, DJ.
DJ's in the 19s. A 19.914. Wowee. DJ, what a lap from you. As, well, Pillars is beginning his final run. Where is Droftas? He's about to take the line and starting a lap now. This will be his final lap. We've got Kaiserhoff entering the Parabolica. And, well, let's just see what Kaiser can do, of course. At the moment, sitting P6 with a 20.4. Can he improve is the question. He does. He does improve by a 10th and a half. A 20.2, but stays P5. Got Sam Newton out there on track. His fuel lights screaming at him. Is he going to set this lap? Oh, he's taken the long way.
Yes.
And, well, there you go. What's he got in the bag? A 20.3 P7 for that lad.
G. Here we go. Mikey G to the line. Inside. Yes, P4 from Mikey G. Great lap from Mikey G there. 20.003. Is that Pills? Again, is Pills out there?
I think it's Energetics giving Pillars a lovely tow. And that was stunning teamwork there from Energetics. Absolutely brilliant.
Sloth giving Callum a tow as well here.
Pillars, a 19.6. Wow.
Callum about to take the line. He's had a nice little tow from Slothy Boy. 10th or 21.2 for Callum. We got out there. Droftus then. Oh, P4 for Droftus, a 19.943 for the Newportonian. Ramsell's invalidated.
Oh, Sloth!
We've got Sloth. Sloth! Woo!
Well, a 19.7 from Slothy Boy, as Kaiserhoff is the only one that can challenge, and he cannot because he's in the pit lane, and that is Q3 done.
Wowee. A 19.602. Wow,
Holy
wow. Pillars trying to make it the Pillars show today instead of the P show. With that sort of a time, might well end up being that way, obviously, as you've touched on yourself. Wanted to capitalise. Sloth obviously wanted to capitalise too.
Absolutely. I think everyone wants to capitalise because look at all the contenders. They're all up there, of course. And, well, we Pillars are 19.602. What a lap. All right, let's go on to that camera angle for some unknown reason. And, yeah, thank you, Cody's. And, well, there you go. We'll roll this one over, and there it is, of course. Pillars on top, 19.602. What a lap. Slothy Boy, these are great. These boys in the 19s are cracking laps. I am Sloth, DJ Death Dragon, and Droftas, all in the 1 minute 19s. Mikey G, not too far off, and Kaiserhoff with a great lap as well. These laps are very, very, very good. And, well, there you go. Energetics in P7. Sam Newton in P8. He's impressed the lad as he's, well, there you go. Ramsell's in the chat saying he ruined his last lap. And, well, he's there in P9. There is the chiropractor himself. And Mr. Callum Tyler, the second son for Housey, in P10. Why is Callum the second son is the question?
Well, because Andenger's the first.
Well, there you go, Cal. You're on that sort of calibre. And, well, bit of love. He's not afraid of sharing the love, is the good old Housey. And, well, there you go. The second son. That's the explanation. Because Andenge was the first. Brilliant.
I'd like to think of a great, more, you know, in-depth answer, but there was nothing more to it than that.
Yeah, I was expecting a more in-depth answer than that, but no, it makes sense because Andenge was the first. And well, we just waiting for this countdown timer to stop, get to 0, and then probably get back up to 50 seconds again, and we'll do it all over again as the boys load in to the grid. Of course, we'll get this formation lap underway. And, well, there they are. There's the boys. One red light goes out. We are green for the formation lap as Pillars will take the lead of this race, of course. P1 for that man. We'll put the tyres on for everybody to see at home. All the telemetries. And there you go. The top 10 all on the softs. Interesting to note there, Housey. We've got I Am Sloth in P2, the Texaco boy, and DJ Death Dragon. These two boys here, the Team Texaco, are doing a stunning job all season. That's what they've been doing. They're almost line to stern everywhere they go. They pull each other through. They help each other through the DRS zones. They work very well as a team. Drofdas, the new Portonian, in P4. There he is there with the Welsh colours on his helmet. Mikey G, there he is. Your boy Mikey G has almost followed suit with the new Portonian's helmet, of course. Those two Welsh boys, those to Stern, 4th and 5th. We've got Kaiserhoff, there he is there, P6 from Kaiser. And, well, love the helmet. He's got it all matching as well as his profile picture, Housey. Look at that. And Kaiser is well and truly invested in Team Rothmans. We've got Energetics in P7. And Energetics doing a stunning job this one. And great to see him up in the top echelons where he belongs of this grid. We've got Sam Newton. Sam Newton, well, he's one of the newer kids on the block, of course, and in there in P8. Ramsell, the chiropractor, in P9. And Callum Tyler, Housey's second son, because Ann Denge was the first, is in P10. Curtis in P11. And, well, he did not survive that Q2. May have retired a little bit early there, Housey. But he's in P11 nevertheless. Nico Rosberg out there on the soft compound in P12, of course. Guys from P11 through to P20 all had that free tyre choice, and that is the way they decided to go. Just Mikey out there in P13. Ooh, the extremist taking an extreme excursion off track on a warm-up lap. And, well, I'll tell you what, he's throwing the arse end around a fair bit. What's he doing? Trying to put the heat into those tyres, of course. And Denge there in P15. Chewy P16, the lad on debut. That is Whiskey Jack. Welcome to Formula 4, my friend. Hope you do well. Good luck out there, brother. As Bannister in P18, Bloom P19, and Tommy in P20. Let's get this one underway, Housey.
I just noticed something on this formation lap, and it might be, I might have not noticed it for weeks, but Curtis has got yellow mirrors on his Rothmans car.
There you go. There you go.
I'm not sure if it was a new addition this week, but
I'm not too sure, Housey.
Nice,
not too sure. Have not been paying that.
We'll get this one underway.
Yeah,
we'll find out later.
Yeah, we'll find out later.
We're sounding like Codemasters interested in colour schemes.
Well, I mean, let's worry about a sticker kit. Oh, I can't see the lights. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're go here at Monza, Italy. Great start there from Pillars. Look at Pillars' launch, but so far so good from everyone. They're 2, 3, 4, 5 abreast, going down into turn 1 here. I think it's fantastic. They've just got to give each other the room. So far so good, all unscathed. Absolutely doing the right thing are all these boys. Oh, there's a bit of a wheel bang there. It is there. Kaiserhoff. And well, I'm not too sure who that was, but Kaiser makes his way through as well.
Chewy's had a problem. He's back down to last, and Denge and just Mikey, the Cadbury's boys, getting together off the lines. I think it was DJ who had a slow start.
He did. Look at DJ down into P8 there, Housey. Oh, who was that? Sloppy's around. There he is there. Just rejoining. And Chewy will take up last position. Let's go back up to the top there, Housey. Look at Pillars. He's already 1.8 seconds clear.
Well, see you later, son.
See you later.
That could be curtains. That could be curtains for the rest of the grid.
That could be so super race critical. It is not funny. We have got Drofdas trying to chase because he knows if Pillars goes, he won't catch him. And Mikey G, look at the train behind him. Sam Newton, what a rocket ship. Up into P4, Kaiserhoff, and Energetics up places as well. But I'll tell you what, the big loser off the start was the spinning sloth. Let's not write these boys off though yet. It is only lap 1 here, Housey. A change for position, and Denge and Tom go or Tommy have just swapped, and Tommy goes into the garage. I'm not too sure if he's got damage there, Housey. But we'll flick up to Curtis, because Curtis is looking at Nico, and look at this little bit of a train starting to form now, albeit up to lap 1. We've got a DRS train, a position change. The Extremist and Ramsell are side by side going into turn 2. And, well, the Extremist had to lift. He got on the grass. And Nico Rosberg, well, there you go. He's going to maximise here, Housey.
Ooh, Tom Go did have damage. Bloomster and Chewy both in the pits for damage as well. Bloomster had to double stack behind Tom Go, sharing the garage then. So it really hurt Bloom. In a world of trouble then.
Well, I'll tell you what, Energetics and Kaiserhoff decide. Oh, what a move! What a move from Energetics. He's just snuck her in. And there you go. Oh, I thought he was going to lose the back end. He got very, very loosey-goosey on exit of Lesmo 2. But he got the job done. Kaiser's going to come back at him. Kaiser's coming back at him. He certainly is under braking into Ascari. And that is job done. Absolutely stunning. And look at DJ Death Dragon there to pick up the pieces. He's just waiting for him to muck up. And so, well, the two Dutchmen side by side. We've got a great view of this off Kaiserhoff's rear wing. And DJ, what's he going to do here? He's going around the outside the long way around, but Energy says, no, you don't. No, you don't. As Pillar sets the fastest lap, and DJ tucks in for an extra bit of toe. And this is on for young and old here, Housey.
And then dropped to 11th, just past Curtis, and then dropped on the move. Sloth also on the move back. He's up to 16th now, just about to probably take Bannister. Yep, just takes Bannister on the main straight then. Slothy up to 15th, so the biggest winner so far. Sam Newton up 4 places, the Extremist up 4 places, and Denge up 4 places. Whiskey Jack on debut up 4 places. Biggest loser, as Skate did say a minute ago. Sloth down 13 places. Nico down 5 as well, and currently in the pit. Sorry,
DJ managed to get that job done on Energetics, and he wasted no time catching up to the back of Kaiser. And well, look at the gap now. It is 1.5 seconds. Dropdas is slowly eating away at that though, Housey. But I think that lap one shenanigans after Pillar's got away. Oh, I'll tell you what, Housey, could that come to bite them on the backside? Because he's already out of DRS zone, and that is going to help him tremendously.
Yeah, indeed. DJ then making a move on the back straight, up to 5th for DJ. Oh, and Denge having a look at the back of the Extremist for 10th. Got to bide his time a little bit, I do believe. Gap coming down at the front. As you did say, Drofter's just eating away at that ever so slightly, but this could be race management from Pills. Drofter's for the fastest lap though. Drofter's definitely pushing. And Denge looking up the inside of the Extremist then. Equal down the straight, going to be under braking as Ramsell takes his teammate in front of us. Oh, it's going to get close. Extremist not giving this one in. Great racing from these two through turn 1. It can be done. Max Lewis, pay attention, and Denge and Extremist can do it. Why can't you two flogs do it? Never mind, we'll move on.
Oh, there you go, Ed. Denge picking his way through the field. Maybe he heard us there, Housey, and we said we were missing him. He's actually come alive up there in P10. Great start from him as Sam Newton is hanging on to the back of Mikey G here, Housey. And, well, this is where it's at. But look at Denge. He's right up the clacker of Callum. He is turned up at the moment. Denge has got a great run approaching Ascari, and he's going to get it done before the chicane. He certainly is. Well, there you go. Callum Tyler lifts a touch early, and Denge takes the racing line up into P9 now, Housey.
Yep, Energetics past Kaiser up into P6 in front of that battle that we were watching. Also Sloth up into 13th now. Sloth on a good recovery. Curtis having a look at the back of his Extremist as well. What's the gap looking like at the front? Back up to about 1.6, so
yeah,
it's sort of stable.
It's just stable at that 1.6, isn't it?
Yep. Obviously, it feels just, like I said earlier, maybe just race management mode now. Still early. I'll tell you what, Kaiser and Energetics. Oh, this is going to get close. It does wheel banging here. Ramsell's got the best seat in the house. Ramsell trying to thread the eye of a needle through the both of them. Is he going to do it?
Oof.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, I'm on board with Denge, and this is very close. It's a cracking view. And Energetics a bit more daring under braking. Ramsell tucks in, and Denge is there ready to pounce. Have a look at that. Unbelievable racing from these boys. We've got Kaiser, Energetics, Ramsell, and Denge. Let's not forget Callum and Extremist Curtis. And I am Sloth. This is a train and a half here.
Yep.
Have a look at it.
A bit like the Australian division. Then we've got this great midfield battle, and we're still at it here. Energetics having a look at Kaiser again. I think Ramsell just by and Denge behind. Did he do that? You think he did? What a pack here we got. Ramsell picks up a penalty though.
But look at the run and Denge. Look at the run and Denge has got. And he's going to get him into the parabolica. He's got to be careful because he's got Energetics in front of him. And Kaiser, of course. Energetics goes in tight. And Denge swoops around the long way, but he'll tuck in. Will he tuck back in? He's looking for a six.
He's got a great run here. He's got a great run. He's going to do them both.
He's going to do them both.
Absolutely.
He's going to do them both.
He's going to wave as he goes past. He has breezed past there. Wow. Ramsell coming too. Can Ramsell go up the inside? He does. Oh, no, he
Energetics a bit of a tap to Denge. And Denge manages to slow the car, but look at Energetics. He's side by side with Kaiser.
Safety car.
Oh, safety car.
Safety car.
Than't you, mate, because I would have still kept calling that.
I know, that was exit of turn 10, just out of the Ascaris then. Tomgo has come a cropper.
Unfortunate.
Earlier.
Unfortunate for Tommy, but yes, that is sort of a bit of a neutralisation here, Housey. And you're going to see everyone box now, mate. You're going to see everyone box. And while the mediums will make it, the mediums will make it. The mediums will make it from here.
Curtis, obviously the first or the highest placed driver at the moment with the medium tyre fitted in 11th. So Curtis, I would imagine, is going to stay out there, as all the medium runners probably going to.
Well, all
Bloom
the medium,
and Chewy.
Yeah, exactly.
Managing to hit the pits first.
Exactly. Good spot there, Housey. As Bloom leaves the pits on the medium. These two are the first to box. And we'll just see what Pillars does, of course. Yes, he's approaching the pit lane.
He's got to come in. He's got to come in.
You've got to come
surely.
in. Absolutely, everyone will. And there you go. He enters the pit lane.
So now, is anybody going to risk it? They can't do, surely.
They
As
cannot. It'll be a waste.
Curtis will be the first one.
It would be an absolute...
Curtis is going to pop
Nah,
the hard.
Oh!
He nearly had the box for a win.
Holy moly, that was, he nearly had the box regardless there. Jesus.
Extremist with a penalty with Callum. I presume that's into the pit lane there, getting a bit bunched up. Curtis getting a speed and under the safety car then.
What
so
the
that
hell?
hasn't helped him.
Pillars put on another set of softs.
So did Sam Newton.
Well, they're looking to do a two-stop. Why would you want to do a two-stop?
Wow.
He had the lead.
Making the error.
Well, why is he going different? He should have just put the mediums on, gone to the end, is what everyone else will do, and covered everyone off. But no, he's put himself in traffic in P4, which is Pillars. I don't know. Maybe he's thinking something different.
Confident with pace, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, he's gonna be able to stretch his legs here for sure. Once we get going again, maybe just keeping it spicy. Pillars giving us the entertainment value, if nothing else. Perhaps that's it. So yeah, we've now got the whole grid on the mediums, apart from Sam Newton and Pills, who are both on the softs, P4 and P7. Then let's have a quick look at the penalty situation. Then, so Curtis actually got a drive through. Wow, Curtis got a drive through. Let me just check that on the race director while these boys are still going around. Yeah, so did get a drive through. Curtis then with a drive through, currently in the lead. Ramsel down in 11th for 3 seconds. Extremist down in 16th but 5 seconds at the moment. Let's have a look at positions gained. So Curtis up 10, just Mikey in second, up 11. Bannister up 15. Great jobs from them. And just Mikey and Bannister, to be fair, finding themselves in P2, P3. They want the flag right now, I can tell you that for nothing. Extremist is going to come in again here, further down the grid in 16th. Yeah, and Denj up 6 and another big mover. Biggest loser so far, still Sloth down 12 places. Then we've got Nico down 5 places. So the Extremist serving his penalty in the pit box. Ah, the godmother! She's here. Better late than never, my dear. Better late than never. What's happened? Close qualifying. Great start to the race. Sloth in a little bit of trouble. Went for a little bit of a spin. And the early doors. No P's, no Zerks tonight. So, Pills, Sloth, Droftus. Those Pot 1 boys looking to make the most they can. The fact that Pease isn't here, the championship leader. Currently under safety car though, we've lost Tom Go. That's what's happened and why we're under safety car here. Most of the grid on the softs to start this race. Godmother, we're all now pretty much switched over to the mediums with this safety car, giving everybody the chance. Pills and Sam Newton though, doing something different. Yeah, they've gone back on the softs, so they will need to stop again, both Pills and Sam Newton. Extremist has been in again and put the softs on. Safety car is in this lap, so we will get racing again on this one. It'll be Curtis that will lead the way and get us going. Just about to enter Parabolica now. backing the pack up. He's got to wait for that safety car to get into the pit lane. We're about to go live. We're about to get under green. Just Curtis waiting. I think he's finally gone. So we're back underway then. Curtis is gone. He's got that penalty. Hill's having a look at Bannister straight away. He looks like he's going to get that done. Droftus looking for any scraps that come his way. Droftus is going to go around the outside of his teammate there. So
Oh, look at Pillars. Look at Pillars fire up, coming out of turn 2. He's side by side with Just Mikey. Have a look at this through Curtin Grande. And I think he's going to get this job done under braking. He most certainly is, making the most of the soft compound. He's put a car between him and the new Portonian. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. Now he's chasing down Curtis. And I just wonder here, Housey, is Curtis going to do the team thing? He knows Droftas is chasing him. He knows this is championship critical. And, well, look how much speed Pillars has got. Look how much speed. It's going to be close into Ascari. Is Pillars going to do it before Ascari? He goes the long way around. Curtis goes defensive, you know. Oh, he goes way late on the brakes. Oh, Pillars nearly made a huge error. Nearly made a huge error. And, well, there you go. Use the track there, mate. You've got the speed. Don't crucify that front wing. As we'll flick back down the field as Sam Newton has come alive in this one. DJ Death Dragon looking to make a move here, Housey. And, well, he's just having a bit of a sneaky peek on Andenge. As Sam Newton, Bannister, a bit loosey-goosey coming out of Parabolic, and Andenge takes him. And who is that? That is Curtis, who threw that one in the pit lane there, Housey. So, not too sure what's going on with Curtis. Can you keep an eye on him to see if he needs a front wing?
Yep. And Andenge having a look up the inside of Sam Newton. I'll flick back. Curtis is coming out the box now.
No front wing?
I didn't see one. Let me double check. I'll check the race director.
Well, that's interesting considering we've just gone green under safety car and from the safety car, I should say. And well, yeah, he boxed the lap after, so very unusual. Sam Newton. Oh, Sam Newton's around. He was just about to make a re-overtake back on Andenge and lost the car, touched the curb, and around she went. Got the chiropractor out there at the moment. Him and Callum Tyler are the two Texacos, 9 and 10. And, well, they're looking at the two Rockmans boys in Kaiserhoff and Bannister. And this is a cracking battle here, Housey. Pillars already out of the DRS zone from Droftas, and we'd expect that here, Housey. We'd expect that. But I tell you what, mate, I don't know which way Pillars was thinking. Would you have gone the medium at that safety car, Housey?
Well, you know what I'd have done, but yes,
you would have gone that.
If I was with these, if I was with these normal people, then yeah, I would have done so. But Pills knows he's got the pace here. Extremist having a look up the inside of Callum behind this battle with Ramsell, who's looking at the two Rocklands boys here.
No, Kaiser just overtook Bannister coming through the Parabolica. Bannister's about to re-overtake it, and let's not forget about Ramsell. Ramsell around the outside.
Look at him. Come from nowhere up the inside. Can these two make it through here without absolutely murdering each other?
Ramsell,
they do.
What a move! What a move from Ramsell!
It can be done. Great move from the chiropractor.
Absolutely stunning move. And then jumping to P5 house. He's flown under the radar for this one. And, well, look at that. Oh, he got a bit loosey-goosey. There he is there. DJ Death Dragon ready to pounce. And, well, this is starting to stabilise. The Extremist is... Well, he's trying to carve his way through the field. He's on the soft compound at the moment, Housey. And he's all over the back of Bano. And Bano is in P9. I speak of Bannister. And, yes, there he is there. Look at that. Rear wing assisted. But, of course, Bannister's got it as well. Excuse me.
Mikey G closing in on his namesake.
Yes.
Oh, whoo. Just Mikey having a bit of a flick. Mikey G having to back out a bit. And Denger's got a nice run on these two now.
Oh, Mikey G's being cautious. He's being cautious. Mikey G doing the right thing, but and tucks in. And look at it, Denge.
DJ with him as well. DJ's got to come through, so just Mikey going to lose 3 spots there in a matter of, well, one corner.
And Denge around the outside. Oh, is he going to get it done under braking? Let's have a look at this, Housey. They're both late on the brakes. None of them giving the inch, but Denge will take the inside for turn 2. Up in a P3. What a move! What a move from Andenge. And he's up into the podium positions. Can you believe that?
I can. but you wouldn't have liked to have believed it from where he qualified. But yeah, currently, I know what he's capable of.
I tell you what, Housey, did we light the fire at the start of this one? I reckon we might have lit a fire under Ann Dedge's belly. And, well, when we said we miss him and want him in for an interview, gee, my oh my, has he answered the call. At the moment, currently sitting in P3, 3.5 seconds behind
Josh. Get his head down. Yeah, he's got to get his head down now.
He certainly does. It's not over yet. Not over yet. Long way to go. Not even reached the halfway point of this one. And we're looking at Nico Rosberg having a good look at Whiskey Jack, who we really haven't given much airtime to, Housey. There's been some unbelievable battling. He's in the thick of it as well because he's looking at the extremist. He's got Nico Rosberg right behind him. And, whoa, the extremist going extremely wide. Let's have a look at Callum Tyler. What's going on with Callum and Bannister?
They're having a right ding-dong through Ascari. Bannister then getting back past Callum. All this fighting though, we see it earlier, when you have these battles, it only allows the guys behind you.
DJ Death Dragon, DJ Death Dragon on the start finish straight, just gets by Mikey G. And well, he's done enough because he got it by him before turn 1, which gave him turn 2, took the line, and away you go. He's not letting Ann Dedge escape his grasp here, Housey. So DJ Death Dragon, he had a great qualifying performance. Now he's got some speed around here too, Housey. Let's not forget about that lad. And where is Slothy Boy? What's he done? He's down there.
I was just about to say that.
He's P18.
He is right down there.
Yeah, he is. He's just had a bit of a struggle.
He just pitted. He did. He pitted again for a front wing. He just can't fire back up here.
No, where was he? Where did he qualify? P2. P2. He made a bit of an error, and well, he's thrown himself towards the back of the grid, and well, he's going to have, well, it's all about consistency when you're down at that part of the grid and you're out of position, of course, as Kaiser and Callum. Kaiser and the chiropractor. Wow, that's a bit tough to say very quickly. Kaiser and the chiropractor, there they are there through Ascari. And the chiropractor got a mad exit coming out of there and just stretched the gap a little bit. But I'm expecting Kaiser in the next DRS zone to get a bit of a slipstream because Ramsell has just missed the detection zone. He's 1.1 seconds behind just Mikey, which means he is out of the DRS as we welcome the Geordie Juggernaut Chatter to the chat. SPS Chatter, there he is there. Name change like the wind, that bloke. No, we love you, Chatter. Great to see you. And always welcome, of course. And, Jess is there as well. I do apologise. What happened? I'm sorry I'm late. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's okay. I was late to the party as well. And we're all a bit late to this one, but it's okay. We're here. And that's all that matters. Whiskey Jack is still battling here, Housey, with Bannister and Nico Rosberg.
DJ up into third, though. And took Ann Dedge on that last lap to DJ. There we go, then Nico pops past Whiskey Jack. In his pursuit of Bannister, they were having a great little battle there. So Whiskey Jack not afraid to put his nose in. He's doing a good job on debut here.
Absolutely, he's doing a great job on debut.
The regular solid reserve of Chewy Racing behind him now.
Well, I tell you what, Chewy's he doesn't miss this Chewy, and I reckon he's well, as soon as the full-time suit becomes available, I reckon he's going to put his hand up and take one, mate. He should take one. He's there every week, isn't he, Chewy? He's doing a stunning job there in P13, nevertheless. As we'll flick back up to Ramsell. Ramsell, just Mikey Kaiser. And have a look at this battle. A three-way battle for position 6, 7, and 8. As just Mikey says, you know what? I need to box. And, well, there you go. Let's have a look at the top. What's going on at the top?
Not much going on at the top. The gap's pretty stable. Den's trying to hang on the back of DJ. Mikey G still trying to hang on the back as well. It's this battle here between Ramsell Kaiser that's still going on down into turn 1. Ramsell getting the better of it. Stunning driving from Ramsell here. I'll tell you, what's he had for breakfast. Kaiser Hoff doing a great job as well. Whiskey Jack again, quite close to Bannister.
Well, this is the battle though, Housey. You are right, it's between Kaiser and Ramsell. And let's not forget also, we've got a battle between Bloom and Energetics is about to start brewing now. And Energetics 14th, Bloom P15. And just Mikey, well there he is after boxing from P5. He is down in P16. He's on the first set of softs. And looking to make them. And Dench. Ouch, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt with the field so close. He's got a 3-second time penalty for his efforts, which effectively puts Mikey G in P4. And, no P's, no Xerxes. And, well, there you go. Well, Pillars is trying to maximise. He's currently 4.2 seconds ahead of the Newportonian. He's gone soft at the moment, has Pillars. He still needs to run the medium set here, Housey. And what is going on? There is a slow Sam Newton there. And, the curve of Grundy, I think that was there, Housey. And not too sure what happened, but he's gone straight on. He's just trying to get back to the pit lane. There you go. He's got no left-hand side end plate, and it's all about keeping those four wheels on the car. There is Pillars about to lap Sam Newton, and there he is there, of course. And, there you go, 4.2 seconds ahead of the Newportonian as Ramsell and Kaiserhoff. Well, Ramsell's right up the backside of Kaiser, and have a look at this. Oh, he's got the entry a little bit wrong. And, they're entering Lesmo 1 right about now, and Lesmo 2 is next. And, DRS zone approaching, of course, here, Housey. Let's just see if Ramsell can close right up on Kaiser and set himself up from start-finish straight. This is what it's all about. This part of the track, if you're too far back, just make sure you're there and you're ready to pounce coming out of the parabolica. It's all about that exit. And, Ramsell will know this. Kaiser! Oh, Ramsell with a bit of a drift session coming out of Ascari. And, it's just released Kaiser a little bit. And I think that's just done enough.
Hills is in. Hills is boxed from the lead. Doctors takes over the lead.
Let's just see where he comes out here, Housey. Let's see where he comes out. Where is he going to come out? Is he going to come out? Oh, I reckon around about P10. Nico Rosberg in the pit lane as well. Pillars exiting the pit lane. Look at all the cars coming. He's going to come out in front. Is he going to come out in front of his traffic? He certainly is. This has done him a solid. Pillars has just got ahead of all of that. Whiskey, Jack, Curtis, Bannister, Energetics, Chewy, and he's got the... I'll tell you what, nearly dropped it on exit on turn 2. But I'll tell you what, Housey, was that race critical or what?
That was, to be fair. I was just going to touch on this battle that's brewing. I was going to say, have a look at this train from about Whiskey Jack down. And then it was apparent that Hills was going to pop out somewhere near him. Just about to say it was imperative that he gets out in front, which he did. Absolutely there, Housey.
And I wonder if he's got a little birdie in his ear saying, hey, mate, we're just doing the calculations and this is where you're going to feed out. That's what a good engineer will do. I dare say Pillars would have done that on his own mathematics, all that sort of stuff. But anyway, we push on as Whiskey Jack has just been passed by Curtis and Energetics. Energetics gone straight on. Energetics has gone straight on. He's got his line all wrong. And Bannister will keep that P11. Chewy will jump up into P12. And here we go, Housey. We've got driver of the day time just about.
DJ.
Driver of the day, just and DJ and Andenge. DJ gets by Andenge. Where are we going to sit, Housey? We might sit with Ramsell because he's been battling all Grand Prix. He's going to pass Kaiser. He's going for it. I've got to put driver of the day, mate, so I'm going to leave it with you. I'll be back in a minute.
All good. Again, Ramsell and Kaiser then getting through turn 1. Just proving yet again it can be done. It's a great job from Ramsell then, up to P5. So let's Escape does the driver of the day vote in the background. So, and Denge and DJ still having a battle here. Maybe we'll have a look at that. Probably about the closest apart from Sloth. Sloth closing in quickly, but it's Denge and DJ having the battle here, I reckon. Sloth did get past just Mikey then, up to 13th now, so Sloth firing back up then. Pills past Callum Tyler as well. And Denge and DJ that's having this battle though that we're watching. Cadbury's versus Texaco. We've got yellow in sector 2 now. That probably, I'm just going to guess that might be Sam Newton trying to get out of the way. Although he's actually DNF'd. Where is that? We've lost Sam Newton. Sloth's had another spin, I think. Drama then. Sloth, I think, had another spin. And Denge and DJ then down into turn 1 and Denge up the inside. Oh, look, Mikey G there too. So Mikey G's got a great view of this. And Denge doing his best to hold on to P2. Does have that penalty though, that I was going to touch on. And Denge with a 3 second, Ramsel with a 3 second, Extremist with a 5 second. There are your penalties at the moment. Has position changed then, and Denge up 13. Whiskey Jack up 8, Bannister up 8, Bloom up 7. The biggest movers going forwards. Great job from them. So the driver of the day vote has gone out. Wonderful Steven Skate doing his thing.
Absolutely
in the background.
there,
So
Howsy, and Denge, DJ, Callum, Kaiser, and Mikey G are the viewers. Are the drivers you can vote for, and get your votes in, folks.
Oh, Denge get it wrong. Denge get it wrong for Ascari's. Got some pace on that car though, and Denge, yes.
He's got some great straight line speed to sort of fend DJ off there a little bit. And DJ want to be careful because he's got Mikey G all over him, Howsy. And Mikey G has turned up today. And well, where are we? P4 at the moment. Where is Pillars? He's all over the back of Kaiser, and he can see what's happening in front of him. Kaiser got all loosey-goosey coming out of the parabolica, and this is just going to be a matter of time before Pillars out of ERS. Pillars out of ERS. Pillars out of ERS. Is he going to get it done? Well, look at the toe.
No, this is going to be. Oh, this is going to get nasty, is it?
Oh, I'll tell you what.
3 cars. I'll tell you what. 3 cars goes through turn 1. These real Formula 1 boys need to watch us, I'm sure, because honestly, we're proving that it can be done tonight.
On a video.
Not only 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars. On a video game, yeah, but come on, let's face it. We all know what happened turn 1. It was two douchebags being
all you got to do is just buy a rig and you can be a real driver.
Sorry.
Ramsell. And Ramsell with a power slide going into Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. I'm not too sure what he was doing there, but just manages to get to the car. Here comes Pillars. He's about to get the job done on Kaiser, and that is up into P5. Pillars is making a move now, Howsy. He has got 6.5 laps to get this done. How many seconds is he behind? Is about 15, 16?
15.8.
Yeah, there you go. I was going to say 16 seconds. And he's got to put the hammer down now, and that's a monumental task. I reckon he done the wrong thing. I reckon he done the wrong strategy there, Howsy.
15 seconds. We lost Nico.
We've just lost Nico.
Is that a safety car? Where is it?
Whoa.
The exit.
He's in the middle of the track.
It's safety
car.
Safety car. And Pills is in. Pills is in. Pills is in. He's come back to him. I don't believe this.
No way. You cannot be that lucky. Well, I'll tell you what. He needs a bit of luck in his corner. He needs. Let's just touch on this. Pillars needs some luck in his corner. The most unluckiest driver this season. And him and Zerks, of course. But Pillars. There he is there, and Xerxes, excuse me. Look at the timing of that. The first to blink, and look at Kaiser. Look at all the boys behind him, all box, and the guys on the medium. There, that's it. Pillars have got it. Pillars has got it.
Yeah, I reckon so. That is a game changer.
That is a game changer, mate. On the fresh rubber, the stickier, the faster, the softer rubber. That being the soft compound, and look at Bloom. From P5 all the way up to P1 on the medium. If they do not box, they are going to be sitting ducks. And you know who this hurts? And Denge, Mikey G, Droftath, DJ.
Well, are they going to box?
Are they? That's the question. Would you?
They're coming around now.
They're coming around now. They are coming around. You absolutely have to. Look at everyone behind you. You would not be able to hold that.
I don't know if they know this.
Yeah,
I don't know if they know. That's the problem.
Droftath is going in.
Oh, just Mikey gets a penalty for speeding under the safety car. Dropped us in then.
DJ in.
will follow him.
And Denge stays out.
And Denge stays out. Ooh,
and Bloom.
That's bold.
What's Bloom going to do? We'll just keep an eye with Bloom.
Blue's got plenty of time. Mikey G in as well. Where's Pills? Pills under Delta though, so this is going to be close. I think actually, to be fair, the boys are going to get back out. They are. They have. Being under Delta then. They had to stay under Delta then, those boys. Pills, where Pills is, he had to stay under Delta for that lap. That cost him. If that had just let him catch the safety car queue, he'd have been fine, but it hasn't. It's kept him under Delta. I'm sure of it.
And he didn't even gain a position. P6 he remained. No. You are spot on there, House. He did have to adhere to that Delta. And the only saving grace is it's neutral. Oh, well, he's got Bloomin' and Denge, and of course DJ put on a fresh set of mediums. And, there's 3 boys in front of him on the mediums, which will probably put him up into P3 if he can get by them.
But I
mean, he's got Mikey G and Droftath. Droftath, Well, I tell you what, that the Delta has absolutely saved the top 5 at this stage. And well, there you go. There you go. So this is anyone's game here. As we'll flick back up to Droftas. What's he doing? There is Andenge behind the safety car and just waiting for the field to catch. So I dare say we've got another lap, or yeah, probably at least one more lap behind this safety car until the field bunches up, possibly 2. So, well, there you go, House. There you go.
Yeah, swings and roundabouts. Things can change quickly. Normally do. So yeah, another lap behind the safety car here.
Well, this
So
could
we
be
have lost Nico.
this could be really detrimental to Andenge because he's got a 3-second time penalty, Housey. He's on very warm mediums. Look at what's behind him. There's only one guy, and it's 4 places behind him. Blue on at the medium as well. It's on 16 laps old, the same tyre life roughly as Andenge, and everyone else on fresh rubber. So I tell you what, if this doesn't work out for Andenge, plus that 3 seconds, not good, maybe.
Yeah,
it might hurt.
Well,
Ramsell
at the moment, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Ramsell, the next one with a penalty, down in 8th place. So Andenge could fall down as far as 7th, depending on how the gaps go once we get racing again.
Absolutely.
Currently 50-50 in the driver of the day standings between Andenge and, well, the first son and the second son.
Yeah, they're both there, both tied at the moment. And I think the good people at home are just waiting to see what happens after this restart to sway them a certain way, of course. And maybe they've just realised that Andenge stayed out. There's a 3-second time penalty, and well, this might not work out in his favour. If we were under Greenhousey, he would have been on the podium, I reckon, mate.
Yeah. So we might get robbed of the interview then. We might get robbed unless he gets this driver of the day.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but not after this
restart.
No way, no chance after this restart. So, yeah, in a bit of spot of bother on very warm mediums himself at Bloom, as we can touch on, as we will be doing another lap behind the safety car because Energetics and who is that? I Am Sloth. We're still going to tap onto the back of this train. We're still doing 3 laps, of course. And well, there you go. So a bit of a neutralisation here, Housey. Going to have a bit of a sprint towards the end, and always makes for great racing.
Does so. Currently fastest lap held by Curtis down in P9 at 121.885. Obviously, though, we have got a lot of guys on fresh softs now, so expect to see that tumble. Let's have a cross reference. Let's have a look, see what fastest lap was in the Australian side earlier on. It was a 21.136. Set late on in the race on a fresh set of softs by Miller Gaines, who had some pace today. Really unlucky for that lad in the Australian side.
Let's not forget, the guys have put on fresh softs towards the end of this one. So that fastest lap from Miller Gaines, which was a cracker, is definitely up for grabs at this stage here.
Yep, certainly is. Well, boasting credits for the driver. Obviously, 1 extra point for fastest lap we give here. 2 points for the pole position. Points scored all the way down the order. All you've got to do is finish to be rewarded with a point. We're nice like that. So, Energetics should make it round this time. I think he's got plenty of time. They're just closing in now. So, we're going to get green racing again. What we're going to be 25, 26, 27. We're going to get 3 laps here of green flag sprint race.
And a possible DRS at the very last lap. Possible. Yes. It may not be enabled for the rest of the race, but I've been wrong before. It might get it on the last lap, mate.
Get it last lap, so that is going to be pivotal as well. I mean, 3 laps now, and Danger's in big trouble. Big trouble.
Yeah, I think so, mate. I think so too.
Again,
as much as well, I'm sure your good self there doesn't like to see that. He's going to be in a spot of bother, mate. He's got some drivers behind him that are quite capable of turning it up when they've got to turn it up. And well, let's just see how this one plays out. We'll go on board with the new Portonian, not giving anyone any inkling when Andenge goes. But he's behind him. They're in the Parabolica. Andenge still doing a bit of a warmage. And, well, the new Portonian, look at him, he's ready to pounce. He's pounced, he's not letting Andenge go. He has not let Andenge go. Look at this, Housey. And, well, this is Droftas and Denj battle for P1. And let's just keep an eye out for Pillars. You keep an eye out for Pillars because we can see him there. He's going to make a move. Is that Mikey G on the inside? It certainly is of DJ Death Dragon. Mikey G up into P3. Great move from him. And, well, what's going on with Pillars? Pillars has just got by Bloom up into 5th place. And he can now start to hunt. And, well, there you go. The driver of the day has all been tied. So you know what that means, Howsy? It is up to us to decide that one. And, well, there you go. We're not having
afterwards. Let's keep our eyes on this one.
Absolutely. Droftas is all over the back of Andench here, Howsy. And he's just biding his time. I reckon after the second Lesmo, he's going to get this one done in that. Well,
he's got him here.
He's got to get him. He's got to get him. He's got to get him. And look at this. He's got him. Absolutely got him. Down the straight towards the Scurry.
No answer from Andench. Those soft tyres just got the better grip on the exit, getting the traction down so much better. That's it. Droftas is gone. Can Mikey G?
Mikey G is next. Andench is hurting. Andench is hurting. He's hurting, mate. Did you see how wide he was on exit of the Scurry? Yeah. And, well, these 17-lap old mediums versus fresh softs is so noticeable. And have a look at Pillars in the background. He's tapped right on the back of DJ. And, well, Pillars can see what's happening in front of him. And, well, I don't know, mate. I reckon he made the wrong call. But, I mean, the safety car did neutralise that. Droftas goes quickest with a 121.802 as we'll flick up to Bloom. And Bloom is, oh, look at this battle, Howsy. Callum in front of him, Bloom, Bannister, Curtis, they're all there. They're all there. I am Sloth as well, and I am Sloth just doing the right thing. He's just gone there at the wide. He came the inside for the next one. I think he caught Bloom. Napping there. What a move from I am Sloth up into P11. And, well, there you go as Curly is raiding with a party of 4. Thank you very, very much, Curly. Much appreciated there, my friend. And I'm going to have to fix that. I don't know. Streamlabs has been up. Anyway, we'll move on. But there you go. I am Sloth. We're on lap 26 and lap 27 as DJ Death Dragon Pillars into P4. And you can see it for yourself, folks. And Denj is dropped from P1 to P5 Howsy in a lap. And he's got a 3-second time penalty to boot. He could be out of the top 10 here, mate.
Yeah, well, we've got Ramsell with the penalty too, but Curtis, Bannister, Callum, the other guys are in the top 10, and no penalties either. There's a bit of a gap though from Bannister down to Callum. He's going to end up around 7, 8, as I touched earlier, I reckon. Really hasn't worked for him. Hasn't worked for Bloom either, staying out on those mediums. He's doing the best he can, Bloom, but he's so wide into Parabolica.
We are on the last lap, Howsy. We are on the last lap. And, well, there you go. We're going to decide the driver of the day here. Thank you very much for the raid, Curly. Much appreciated, mate. And I hope you're doing well. But we are on the last lap here. DJ Death Dragon, well, he's on the medium, Howsy. And the soft compound has got way more purchase coming out of these corners. He has to be careful. I know Pillars is a little bit too far back at the moment, 9/10 of a second. But he's on the soft compound, his Pills. Excuse me. And these mediums just don't have that purchase through the mid-corner.
No, we don't. I don't think he's going to have time to do it. I really don't. It's going to be whether DJ can come back on Mikey G, I think is the one.
Oh, there's so many battles. There are so many battles to look at here, Howsy. I've got Callum Tyler, I am Sloth, and Callum. Bannister all having a ring-a-ding-ding. We've got Ramsell and Curtis. Have a look what's going on. And Denj Kaiser. Oh, they've touched him. Oh. And there you go, Ramsell. Is Ramsell going to get this done? Curtis goes through, and Denj down to P7. Bannister up into P9. Wow, what a finish. Let's go back up to the top because Droftas wins at Monza. Mikey G, P2, P3, DJ Death Dragon, P4, Pillars. P5 is Curtis. Kaiserhoff, P6, and Denj, P7, Bannister, P8. Ramsell, P9, Sloppy Boy, P10. There you go, Callum Tyler, P11, Energetics, P12, Chewy Racing, P13, Bloom, P14, Whiskey Jack on debut, P15, The Extremist will take 16th, just Mikey, P17. And there you go.
Wowee. Well, I'll tell you what, another absolutely cracking race. Monza really serving up some great racing for us this week here at Formula4. Brilliant stuff.
Well, there you go, the Newport. Look at that, the two Welsh boys P1, P2, P1, P2. And I hope that champagne tastes good, boys. And, well, there you go. And DJ on the podium as well. So look at that. Droftas takes the fastest lap in the Grand Prix with a 121.292. As we'll roll this down for the stewards. And then we'll go on a brief pause. We'll get these drivers in for a driver interview and the driver of the day, of course, that me and Housey will decide. And yeah, we'll see you back very, very shortly. Just stay with us. We're going to get these drivers in for an interview and we'll be right back with you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, we are back. We've got the top three, well, the top two in the chat, P1 and P3, and the driver of the day. No Mikey G at this stage here, Housey. And, well, I'll leave it with you, mate, because I think this music is really, really loud in everyone's ear. I'm just going to turn that down for everybody, and that's a lot better. I do apologise, folks. We'll get this one underway. I'll tell you what, Housey, what a cracking race we were all treated to. And we might as well start out with the third place man. I speak of none other than DJ Death Dragon. What a cracking race. The resident Arnie. There he is. And talk us through that one, DJ. It was a bit of a yo-yo for you. You were bouncing around a little bit. But I tell you what, that last safety car threw a spanner in the works there, mate.
Yeah, it was a really interesting one. I had on the mediums before the safety car, I had a really good pace. I knew if I get used and dance for the DRS, since he had a 3-second time penalty, I couldn't get P2.
Yep.
Then the safety car came in, so I wanted to pit for the softs, but the game decided to put the mediums on. So I thought, yeah, there goes the podium, but I gave it everything that I had, and somehow, I don't know how, I had really good pace on the mediums and just kept it with the soft drivers.
Yeah, well, I mean, the medium is the prime. Most tracks we go to, DJ, isn't it right? I mean, the medium is just the better race tyre. And, well, I mean, some make it work, some don't. Some burn it quicker, some don't. And, well, you definitely made it work there, DJ. And I tell you what, P3 from you there, my friend. Great drive. And, well, we'll see you next week. You boys are tackling Spain. That is the third place man there, DJ Death Dragon. Congratulations on another stunning drive, mate. Well done, brother.
Thank you very much, mate.
No problem at all. And we'll move to our second place man here. Excuse me, second place? Move to our first place man here. Of course, Mikey G doesn't do an interview. And, well, we'll get to the new Portonian. And not expecting many words to come out of this lad. But just talk us through that one, Droftas. Congratulations on a great drive. And I reckon when you seen Pill's box for that second set of softs, you must have been licking your chops there, mate.
He's bottled than he shit.
There you go. That's probably the most he's ever said in an interview here at Formula 4.
Race was alright. Let the pillars cock it up. Take the win.
Didn't have to do much there, Droftas. Just bite your time, mate.
It's the same every time at Monza. I don't win anywhere else. Just let everyone mess up Monza and I'll win.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. You must have been channeling. You must have been channeling last season's race where you took that one out. And again, back-to-back wins at Monza. And, well, if anyone can do it, it is surely you. And, of course, P's missing this one here there, Droft. And, well, slowly, the new Portonian is reeling him back in. Can he do it? Can you do it, Droft?
Probably not. No.
Well, there's confidence for you in spades, in bucket loads there, ladies and gentlemen. But I tell you what, another stunning drive by you, Droftas. The man that very rarely makes a mistake out on track has taken this one out. He needed to capitalise when the championship rival, the championship competitor is away, and he's done that. P1 for you. Congratulations, mate. Well done. Good drive.
Thank you.
As I tell you what, I think this may be, this may be this lad's first ever driver interview with us. Maybe. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure I'm spot on here. Driver of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a drum roll, please. Bannister. Yeah, baby. Driver of the day. Congratulations there, mate. Well done.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Absolutely. Talk us through it, Bannister. I mean, there was a lot of battling. And it was just a matter of keeping your nose clean and picking up the pieces. But I tell you what, from starting 18th on the grid to finishing P9, stunning drive, mate. Congratulations on a well-deserved and long overdue driver of the day, mate.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
It certainly has.
That's the best result I've had in this league. So,
well, I'll tell you what though, there, Bano, mate. Just ask Nico. Just ask all the boys that have been in here before you for the first ever time. Once you get that taste, woohoo, do you fire up? And looking forward to seeing what you can do at Spain next week. Housey, if anything's to go by, I'm expecting this lad's form to pick right up now that he's been in the commentary box.
Well, it started last week, didn't it? It started last week
It
with that
certainly did.
excellent Q3
Yes.
and getting rid of that horrible statistic of not making a Q3. And now here he is in the comms room. So
Well-
next week it's the win or nothing, Bannister. Okay.
No pressure
No,
there,
no
mate.
pressure. Yeah, no pressure.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Well, there you go, Bannister. An absolutely stunning drive from you. A well-deserved driver of the day at one of the most historic tracks on the calendar. Congratulations, mate. Great drive. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
No problem at all there. So, Housey, you got anything to add, mate, while we wrap this one up?
No, I was just trying to figure out in the background actually what that finishing order was, because there is some debate over this 8th position spot, Sloth, Ramsell, and Bannister himself. So that one's going to run to the stewards. We'll have to wait until next week to find that one out.
Can run to the stewards, but you can't take anything
Fantastic,
away
guys.
from 18th on the grid to P9 or wherever it is that Bannister finished in the end. We'll just wait for that one to sort itself out. But it's still a
I
quality.
refuse to provide footage.
There you go. You've heard it first. He wants to. No one can take the driver of the day away from you now, mate. They've heard your voice. It's official. It is stamped. You've won it. Congratulations, there, mate. But Housey, it is done. It is another cracking race weekend here at Formula 4. And, we have got, a bit of a split round next round. We're going to tell all the viewers about it and the drivers, if you're not so much aware. Yes, the European boys will be doing Spain. The Aussie boys will be doing their catch-up round of Imola. And for both divisions, Monaco is scrapped. And we pair back up again at China. And, there you go. Both divisions will finish on the 27th of June. Before the new game comes out, getting these boys all ready for Season 4. So how's he looking forward to that? There's a lot to look forward to. Championship's not over in both divisions. Still plenty to play for. And I'll tell you what, looking forward to the next stream. But, Housey, it's been another great pleasure. Thank you very much for holding the fort for me this morning while I slowly lit the coal fire. Much appreciated yet again, Mr. Steed. Statman 2.0. Stellar job all season from you, mate.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome there, my friend. But viewers, stay with us. I'm going to just check to see if anyone's doing anything Formula 1 related. And, yes, they most certainly are. Stay with us. I'm going to do a bit of a raid, get you somewhere else if you want to support the Formula 1 community. And, Lando Norris is streaming, but he's playing Monopoly, so we're not going to go there, but we're going to go somewhere else. And, there you go. Just stay with us, folks. We have been Formula 4 Racing from us for now. Goodbye.
It's all right.